Do you ever look at your paycheck and think, will I ever be able to afford insert dream or financial goal here? You're busting your butt at work, putting in the hours, but it feels like you're barely making ends meet, let alone getting ahead. You start to think that becoming a millionaire is just a pipe dream, something only for CEOs, celebrities, or people who got lucky with some big inheritance. But what if I told you that becoming a millionaire has less to do with how much you earn and everything to do with how you manage your money? What if I told you that you, yes, even on an average income, could achieve millionaire status with the right strategies? That's what we're talking about today. I'm going to break down the exact steps you can take to start building real, lasting wealth, even if you don't think you make enough money right now. We're going to shatter the myth that you need a six-figure salary to become financially free. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to building $1 million net worth, one step at a time. So, hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos, and let's get started. Let's address the elephant in the room. The biggest misconception about millionaires is that they were born rich or somehow stumbled into their wealth. The truth is, the vast majority of millionaires are self-made. They're not trust fund babies or lottery winners. They're everyday people who worked hard, made smart financial decisions, and understood that building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. You know what's even more surprising? Most millionaires aren't even fancy CEOs or high-flying executives. They're teachers, engineers, small business owners, your neighbors, your friends, maybe even your kid's soccer coach. They're people who understood the power of living below their means, investing consistently, and letting compound interest work its magic. Think about it. If you earn $50,000 a year, that's over $4,000 a month. Even if you can only invest a small portion of that right now, over time, those consistent contributions can grow into something substantial. Remember, it's not about timing the market perfectly or getting lucky with some hot stock tip. It's about having a solid plan, sticking to it, and letting time and compound interest do the heavy lifting. Okay, so we've established that you don't need a massive salary to become a millionaire. But where do you even start? The first and arguably most important step is to adopt the millionaire mindset of paying yourself first. What does that mean? It means before you pay your bills, before you buy groceries, before you do anything else with your money, you set aside a portion of your income for your future self. This is non-negotiable. Treat it like any other essential expense, because it is. Now, you might be thinking, Graham, I'm barely scraping by as it is. How am I supposed to find extra money to save? And I get it, I really do. But even if it's just $20 a week, $100 a month, whatever you can manage right now, start there. The key is to automate this process. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings and investment accounts as soon as you get paid. That way the money is gone before you even have a chance to miss it. Trust me, you'll be amazed at how quickly those small amounts add up over time. Saving is important, don't get me wrong, but it's only the first piece of the puzzle. If you really want to build wealth, you need to put your money to work for you. You need to invest it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Investing is risky, right? It's for Wall Street hotshots and people who understand all that complicated financial jargon. But here's the thing. Investing doesn't have to be complicated or risky. In fact, some of the simplest investment strategies are often the most effective. One of my favorite ways to invest is in low-cost index funds and ETFs. These are basically baskets of stocks that track a particular market index, like the S&P 500. They're a great way to diversify your portfolio, reduce your risk, and potentially earn higher returns than you would from a traditional savings account. And the best part? You don't need to be a financial expert to get started. There are tons of great resources available online and through financial institutions that can help you choose the right investments for your goals and risk tolerance. Okay, so we've covered saving and investing, but there's another crucial piece of the wealth building puzzle that often gets overlooked: controlling your expenses. It's not just about how much money you make, but also about how much you keep. Think about it. You could be earning a six-figure salary, but if you're spending every penny you earn on fancy cars, designer clothes, and lavish vacations, you're not going to build wealth. In fact, you might even find yourself in debt. The key is to live below your means. That doesn't mean you have to live like a pauper, but it does mean being mindful of your spending and making conscious choices about where your money goes. One of the best ways to control your expenses is to create a budget. I know, budgeting sounds about as fun as a root canal, but trust me, it doesn't have to be painful. Let's talk about debt. It's a word that often carries a negative connotation, and for good reason. Debt can be a major financial burden, especially if it's high-interest debt like credit card debt. But here's the thing, not all debt is created equal. There's bad debt, and then there's good debt. Bad debt is debt that costs you money, like credit card debt, payday loans, or car loans with high interest rates. This type of debt can quickly spiral out of control and sabotage your financial goals. Good debt, on the other hand, is debt that can actually help you build wealth. This includes things like mortgages on rental properties or business loans for profitable ventures. The key is to use debt strategically and make sure that any debt you take on is working for you, not against you. So, how do you avoid bad debt? It's simple. Don't spend money you don't have. Avoid using credit cards unless you can pay off the balance in full each month. And if you do need to take on debt, make sure it's for something that will appreciate in value or generate income. One of the biggest misconceptions about millionaires is that they all have some high-paying job that allows them to rake in the dough. While it's true that a higher income can certainly make it easier to save and invest, it's not the only path to wealth. In fact, many millionaires have multiple streams of income. Think about it. If you rely solely on your job for income and you lose your job, you're in a pretty precarious position. But if you have multiple streams of income, you have a safety net. Even if one stream dries up, you have others to fall back on. So, how do you create multiple streams of income? Well, it could be as simple as asking for a raise or finding a higher paying job in your field. Or you could explore side hustles like freelancing, starting an online business, or investing in dividend-paying stocks or rental properties. The key is to find something you're passionate about and that aligns with your skills and interests. Not only will this make it more likely that you'll stick with it, but it will also make the journey more enjoyable. We've covered a lot of ground today, from paying yourself first to investing wisely to creating multiple streams of income. But if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's this. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. There's no magic bullet, no get-rich-quick scheme that will make you a millionaire overnight. The real secret to building wealth is consistency and patience. It's about making smart financial decisions day in and day out, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. It's about staying the course, even when the market takes a dip or you experience a financial setback. Remember, time is your greatest asset when it comes to building wealth. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. But even if you're starting later in life, it's never too late to turn things around. So there you have it, the not-so-secret formula for becoming a millionaire on an average salary. Remember, it all starts with paying yourself first, investing wisely, controlling your expenses, avoiding bad debt, creating multiple streams of income, and most importantly, staying consistent and patient. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one wealth-building strategy you're committed to implementing today? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos on personal finance, investing, and building wealth. Until next time, keep crushing it.